And begin. Hello, beautiful people of the world. My name is Dalton, coach of Ring Sleep Boxing. We'd like to welcome you to our podcast, To the Bell. I'm here with my lifelong friend, Gustavo.
What's up, bro?
Yes, sir. As you guys can tell, we got some new merch right here, on the hats, To the Bell. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away one free hat. In order to do it, you have to comment on just this video. The last day to do it is going to be the 20th. And then the podcast following that, we'll do a drawing. So if you guys like the hats, we have the flat bills. We also have the round ones. Let me see your hat, Davis. Yeah. So we have the flat bills, and we also have the round ones, right? And we also have gray, but the gray is only in this kind. So we'll see how that goes. So if you also want to specify, you definitely can. Either flat bill, round bill, black, or gray. So we'll go right into it, man. You doing all right today?
Yeah, pretty good. You?
I'm doing good, man. It was a good day. Nothing too crazy happened this week, except for like one incident. We had one guy like trip and fall, and
Seen that.
yeah,
The
but
mirror.
yeah, it is what it is, man. It's
I kinda like it like
7 years
that.
of bad luck.
Oh, dang. I forgot about that. We need to bring somebody to
Come out there and like do some voodoo magic, and all that
Yeah.
stuff takes it away.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a good week. I had some good weather come in, and then now it's getting a little chilly and all that good stuff. But can't complain, can't complain. I'm gonna dive right into like the boxing world, not spend too much time on like the yip yet. Did you see where Amir Khan got banned
But yes.
for
You
boxing
was
for
telling me
20
about
years?
it this week.
Dude, it's wild, dude. So he got tested positive for an antibiotic called Ostrine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a drug it's a supplement that enhances, like a lot of bodybuilders use it and this and that, as what Davis told me earlier. And it makes you like, it holds muscle gain, but also helps you lose weight. So like a lot of fighters can use it to keep muscle mass, but also keep losing weight, right? For weigh-ins and all that good stuff.
And it's not approved by the FDA, right?
No.
So it's like pretty much just like something like steroids or something like that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's an enhancement. That's why he got a lot of stuff for it, which is weird. So they tested him before he fought Kell Brook. He fought Kell Brook, and then now tested positive, right? So it's blows my mind because the dude's retired, and it'll make a lot of sense, man. Like I understand he shouldn't have done it, but he's already retired, so it's kind of, unless he plans on doing like exhibition matches and coming
So
back.
he's retired. So they didn't get him when he was
The
fighting.
test results came back after he was retired, right? They got the
Man.
test back, and they're like, "Well, you're banned for 2 years." But it's weird because he's already
He's already
retired.
retired. So how can he be banned for 2
And
years?
he
if
said
he's
it. He
retired?
said, "I have no plans on coming back. I'm done." He said, "I have no plans on coming back to the ring." So that's not really going to affect him any, to be honest with you. Like, he don't plan on coming back.
I would have just left him
I
alone.
think what they need to do is fine him. I think they need to be like, "Well, you got to pay this much since you wanted to cheat, even though you lost, but you still got to pay that because you
Yeah,
cheated."
yeah, because I mean, just like that bicyclist guy. What was his name? That was taking steroids.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, did they strip all his medals and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you're
I
talking about.
mean, if you didn't win the title, I mean, pay a fine or something.
I
I
agree.
mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
And like, I mean, and he made an excuse, not really an excuse, but I'm calling it an excuse. He was like, "Well, I could have got that much that I got tested for off of shaking somebody's hand." I'm like, "What does that mean?"
it's just
You
an
could-
excuse.
Right.
If it was me and I were retired, I wouldn't even give a damn. I'd be like, whatever. Like,
Right. It don't
I
matter.
mean,
Yeah, go ahead
I
and
wouldn't
ban
even
it.
comment. I wouldn't even say, take my little drug test, failed it. Okay, whatever. Move on with my life. I'm
And
just gonna enjoy retirement.
right, that's what gets me, man. And then he made the article in it. He got interviewed. Man,
Country
they're
boys.
loving it,
Them
dude.
country
I
boys.
don't know if you can hear it in the microphone, but they're just if you're wondering why we just stopped talking, it's because they're revving it up. I think they know we're recording. They're just like, "I got it."
It's a Friday night.
Look, another one.
Another one.
They love it, man. But one of the articles said, and he quoted, he's like, "I'm not a cheater. I never once been a cheater." But ain't that what they all say when you get caught cheating? They're all like, "I never cheated." And they're like, "Well, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a reason why you cheated, why we
Yeah.
caught you." You know,
Yeah.
they're real quick to be like, "I didn't cheat."
Yeah, like my boy Canelo. Like he said he was some meat.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, bro,
Yeah.
you done it. I mean, he's my boy and I cheer for him all the way. But damn, I mean, that's just an excuse.
He's
Blame
like, it
on
was
the
in
meat.
a taco meat. They
Man,
put
come on
steroids
now.
on it. And maybe, maybe. But, I like, it's just weird, man. And then, like, even with that, like, the Canelo incidents was, he was ready to fight Gennady. In the first fight, I mean, he was, like,
But
bigger.
yeah.
And then the second fight, he was, like, significantly smaller than Gennady.
Mhm.
And I was like, it looks worse now.
Yeah.
Now it looks worse. It's wild. Do you know who, have you ever seen Amir Khan's fight?
No.
He fought Canelo.
Did
Yeah, he actually he was winning rounds. Amir Khan's very fast, really fast, and he fights Canelo, and Canelo times it, right? He throws a punch, he throws a right hand, and he rolls underneath, and he knocks out. I mean,
That's yeah, yes, I did
that's the
see it.
one.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, he
yes,
knocks him
yes,
out. So I
yes.
mean, that's awesome. Maybe he should have been on Austrian whenever he fought
Oh
Canelo.
nah,
Yeah,
nah. Canelo would beat him.
you right.
He
You
beat
right.
him.
There was a fight that happened last weekend, Davis, I believe, with Anthony Joshua and Jermaine. He actually sent me the scorecard. I didn't watch the fight,
hmm
and he sent me the scorecard. And every round, Anthony Joshua won 10-9. Every round. The big thing is after the fight, he calls out Tyson Fury, and he quoted, "We're not getting any younger."
So you think it's gonna happen?
To be honest, I don't think so, dude.
You don't think
It
so?
might because he's calling him out, but Tyson will dog walk him, man. Tyson Fury beats everybody, in my personal opinion. I don't think Anthony Joshua has a fighting chance against Tyson Fury, to be honest. But I mean, it's a big payday. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
if you fight Tyson Fury, you're getting a payday. I don't see him winning it, man. I really don't. I don't see him winning at all. You know, I think Fury and Usyk makes the most sense. I mean, AJ is slowly climbing the ranks. I think he's just trying to stay relevant so he can get those big shots. But who knows? I mean, it's boxing, and then last I saw, Tyson Fury and Usyk they fell apart. So he could potentially fight
So
Tyson
that
Fury.
it ain't going through.
It ain't went through. I mean, nothing's confirmed until it's confirmed. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
But I thought if the commissioners or whatever, like like
It's a lot of
so
like
you,
when
so you
it,
can deny it.
yeah,
So if I'm a
yeah.
champ, I can deny the fight. If I don't like
Unless
the
it's
fight.
mandatory, yes.
So
If it's mandatory, if they're like, well, you have to fight this guy, or we're taking your belts away. You
oh,
have to
you
fight him.
have to fight them.
Yeah. But if it's just some guy yip yapping away, I want to fight Gustavo.
Yeah.
Like everybody in the comments, I want to fight Gustavo.
They
Well,
hate me though. They.
yeah. I mean, they can't make you fight him. You know what I mean? You can be, I ain't fighting you, dog, unless you pay for my bills. You know, then whatever. But I mean, it also brings a lot of hype to Anthony Joshua, right? Like if people don't know who Anthony Joshua is, he called out Tyson Fury. People's gonna go over and click on him and research him, and so it could be clickbait, or they could potentially fight. I just don't think Anthony Joshua could pull that off. I really don't. I don't think anybody beats Fury. Maybe Usyk, but even then, it's still unlikely just because Tyson is that good, and he's 6'9", dude. He's 6'9" who boxes like a middleweight. I mean, he's moving around. He's fast. He's elusive. I mean, he would be hard to beat him, man. Hard. And if anybody was gonna beat him, it was gonna be Deontay Wilder because he's got that right hand knockout power. And even then, I watched all three of those fights, and I loved him. I love those fights, man. But Tyson Fury, like,
So where's Ruiz at? Like what?
Andy Reid, he's slowly coming.
He is, ain't he?
He's still relevant.
Yeah.
I want to see him fight any of them.
Yes, that'd be a good
Andy
one.
is like, dude.
Uh,
I love Deontay Wilder. He's probably like my favorite one in the heavyweight division, and then easily Andy Reid, if not like tied up.
I just love it because he was just so like he was like me, fat and big.
And nobody thought he was gonna win.
No, because he got
ate
knocked
a
out.
Snickers in the locker room before he fought Anthony Joshua. And
Yeah.
there were so many memes like, "Oh, I am the male perfection body. I have the male performance body," and then they're eating Snickers, dude. That's awesome. Like Andy Reid, dude. He's so funny and so cool, man.
Yeah.
He's good people, man.
I seen him where his coach was holding pads, and he almost knocked his coach out.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah, he's been on like the Jimmy Fallon show and all that, dude. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
I want to see him fight anybody just because like and he's a warrior, dude. He's got a heart of a warrior.
Because he got knocked out. He got put down.
He got put down.
He put down and he got back up and he put all that. I was like, dang.
Dude, they said that was like one of the biggest upsets since Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas.
Dang.
Everybody was like, there's no way this short Hispanic is going to beat Anthony Joshua. There ain't no way. And he proved everybody wrong. I mean, early, you could see it like early in the fight. Like oh my, this guy's legit.
Yes.
And and Andy Reid was like already trained before that fight. They only gave him a couple weeks to get ready for that fight.
Yeah. Because it fell through then or something. But
and they
called that guy and he took it.
You know, he's the first ever Hispanic to be a heavyweight champion of the world. Andy Reid, he made history
in boxing.
In history, he was the first ever Hispanic heavyweight champion of the world, and he made history. So that's huge.
That's what's up.
So he made history, man. Like no matter what, he could lose every fight after that one.
And he's still
in the Hall of Fame. Like he'll still be in the books, man. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Another fighter that I've been looking into a lot too was Virgil Ortiz Jr. He's a welterweight. His record's 19-0, 19 KOs. And the first 6 fights that he's had for his professional career, the first 6 were all stoppage. And only 1 out of the 6 fights went past the first round. So dude's cold, man. Dude is cold. He actually had a WBA welterweight world championship title coming up, and he got diagnosed with, is it ailment? It's like a sickness that it's fatal, and they're saying they could potentially kill him. But he said that he's gonna come back and have a full recovery. And I feel bad for him, man, because you work your whole career to get that big title fight, to win a belt, to be a world champion, and then for that to happen. But it is what it is. I hope that he's able to redeem himself and get that shot
Come
again,
back. Yeah.
because that sucks, man. And he was diagnosed back in March 2022. So I mean, it's like an organ type thing is what they were saying. It can cause like permanent damage, but they got it like under wraps, and I don't think it's been. He's had it for 2 years or over a year, so I don't think it's gonna cause a big deal in his camp. But I mean, I feel bad for the guy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that'd be anybody though.
Yeah, I
I
feel
feel
bad
bad for
for him.
anybody. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean, because I mean that's huge, and I feel bad for him because you work, like I said earlier, man. You work your whole career to get that title shot, and
and
then
then you
your
get
body,
sick. Your
yeah,
body.
health,
I mean, that ain't you. It's. I mean,
right?
it ain't your worth ethic. It ain't what you do. Is your body. That's
Yeah,
that's why somebody told me you gotta take care of your body, and it is true. Like
yeah.
dang,
What you put in it
what you
is
put
what
in
you're
it.
gonna get out
Yeah,
of it. You know what I mean? And that's why Davis gets on me because I'll be eating Wendy's Monday through Friday, and he's like, I ain't eating Wendy's. Try to give him Wendy's a day, and he was like, Nah, man. I was like, You want salad? Nah. I hate that, man. I mean, there's some big fights coming up, and that would have been. I would have liked to watch that one just to see like who's gonna be the world champion and him being undefeated. Hate it. There's another big fight happening tomorrow night that I've been looking into. I don't know if you know him or not. He's a welter. He's also a welterweight. Shakur Stevenson. He's got a fight tomorrow, and it's on ESPN, and I'm hyped about that fight.
mm,
I'm hyped. He's like, and what I thought was really cool is I was watching like it's like top rank, and they do like a bunch of videos like like during training camp and all this stuff, and he's talking to him, and he's like, what's your goal by the end of the year? He's like, I want to be a world champion. And then it goes to the Lomachenko and Devin Haney weigh-ins, like they're not the weigh-ins, but them doing like the press conferences.
yeah,
And he's like, I want all the top dogs, I want all the smoke. And I'm like, oh man, I would love to see that, because back in the day, like Devin and Shakur were spawn partners. You can go to
wow,
YouTube and watch them like sparring,
smart, right?
and it's awesome, dude. It's back and forth, like it's. Oh man, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of both of them. I'm more a fan of Devin Haney, but I mean Shakur's legit, dude. I'll be watching that fight tomorrow for sure. I mean it's on ESPN, so I'll be watching that. I think he wins, and he could, man. I mean he could be up there.
dang,
So I'm excited, dude. And then of course you got to see the Lomachenko and Devin Haney fight. I'll be watching that one. There's so many good fights coming up, man. So many good fights. Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta. We talked about that one. I mean, that
yeah,
one's going to be constantly coming out of our
yeah,
mouth during these podcasts,
yes, yes,
because I can't wait to see that. And, dude, what I love about it, too, is like every night I go home and I look up like my normal boxing stuff. I'll just go through and like look on social media. And there's always something new every day about
How
Ryan
about damn?
Garcia and
How about
Gervonta.
damn talking smack?
Always,
Yes,
dude. And I get hyped, man.
yes,
I'm like, because I mean, it comes down to, none of that's going to help when you get in there. And Gervonta really ain't been like yapping a whole lot, man.
nah,
He's just training.
training, yep.
Every time I get on social media, man, Davis is just working. And then I don't really see a whole lot of his like Ryan Garcia, but I mean, it could work in his favor too. Ryan could be working in silence and just waiting, and then come out there and
And then just show
knock out,
out.
yeah, and just
Yeah,
knock out Gervonta. But I've seen videos of him like shadowboxing, and I think that's the best I've seen him look. I mean, he's like normally he'll like train, and I mean he always trained hard. Don't get me wrong, but he's really focused on like defense. Like I watch him shadow box. He's always got his hands up. He's like catching shots. Like he's bringing his A game. And he's said it before. Like he's not underestimating Ryan Garcia. I mean he's looking at him like he is who he is. You know what I mean? And this is probably the toughest fight that he's had in his career would be against Ryan Garcia.
really.
Yeah. And I know people say like, and I'm not a hater on like any fighter. I respect all of them to get in there, man. I respect all of them. But people kind of look at Ryan and be like, well, he's an Instagrammer, he's a YouTuber. Like I seen Floyd
Yeah, I
said,
seen Floyd saying,
he said he got all his followers from fighting,
I didn't.
and Ryan got all
Got
his
it
off
from
like
YouTube,
YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like, which are you a fighter or you a YouTuber?
Yeah,
So, but I mean, he still gets in there and pays his dues, but I mean, it's a 50-50 fight, I think. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Ryan won. I wouldn't be mad if Gervonta won. I'm rooting for Gervonta, but if Ryan did win, yeah, I'm not gonna be upset or wow, this is do. I mean, they're both. I mean, beautiful fighters,
that's
man,
what's
and
up.
I think we're blessed as fighters and fans to be able to watch these good fights,
Yeah.
man.
I'm with you on that. I think like I'm going for Davis or whatever. But if old boy wins, I'm like, it is what it is.
It's still gonna be a beautiful
Yeah.
fight, man. No matter how it plays out, it's still gonna be a beautiful fight, man. And then who's to say they don't fight in the rematch? That's like in boxing, they can always like if it's a good fight, if it does what they think it can do, why would they not want to do a rematch? And I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything about the contract or not, but there could be like if so and so wins, there could be an immediate rematch. If so and so wins, there's not a rematch. I mean, like in the contract, like you can pick what size ring you fight in, who the referee is. Like you can pick and choose in these contracts. So I wonder if there is like a rematch clause or not. Because then whoever wins, they can run it back. If it's a big fight, like they think it's going to be, considering it already sold out, they could run it back, have another big fight. If the other guy wins, they could do a trilogy and have a huge fight, dude. Because I know that's how it was, like we said earlier, about the Anthony Josh, or not the Anthony Josh, but the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight. There was three of them, and all three were huge. I mean, they're spectacles, man. Everybody wanted to tune in and watch them. So I wonder if that's like the end game
Dang.
for them. And I would be mad.
You
I
watch
mean,
all three of them?
yes,
There was.
I would watch all of them, man. I just want to see how it plays out. Like, if it's gonna go the distance. Like, I don't really have a prediction for it. Like, what I think is gonna happen is Gervonta is gonna be, really rely on his defense, and then maybe after the sixth round, he's gonna try to turn it up and drown him. But I think Ryan Garcia's game plan, like if I'm rooting for Ryan Garcia, is gonna be to try to go in there and catch him early. Try to put him down sooner than later. And then see what happens.
Ryan said he's knocking him out in the second round.
There you go. See, that's what I'm saying. And I don't blame him. Like, you have youth and experience, but they're so close in everything. So I mean, I want that fight bad, dude. I can't wait to see it, and it's gonna be a good one. And I'm just ain't gonna wait too much longer about it. I mean, it'll be here soon.
When
We
is
get
it?
to watch it. The 22nd of this month.
Second of this month.
The 22nd of this month. And dude, I can't wait to see it. I mean, I'm gonna be right there beside Davis, going, ooh, It's 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Okay,
It's
we
2
good.
weeks from
We good.
tomorrow.
We good. 'Cause
And oh man, it's gonna be
I
good.
thought I was not gonna make it. Because
It's
I got
gonna be
plans
good.
next Saturday.
It's gonna
So
be
we
good.
good. We
But it's
good.
still, I mean, it'll be later. Like it'll be later, like the last fights are
Okay.
usually. But I can't wait to see it, dude. What do you think?
It's gonna be a good one, like you said. I mean, I just love. I'm more like a drama queen. I love when they talk all that shit. Like, I love it.
It makes you like it's wild. We talked about it before, man, because like in boxing, you kind of like pick a side.
You do. You got to.
And then when they start talking that smack, you're like, man, I want to get in there and fight Ron Garcia. I mean, it's smart though because it's you want to pay for the pay per view and like get the numbers up and break records. But how do you do it with everybody just being like, man, we're gonna have a good fight. You want to
Yeah.
get that animosity built up and get everybody to tune in.
Cause like at the end, like Monk, like 93% of the time I'll watch fights. At the end, even they be beefing the whole thing. At the end, they over there hugging it out, dabbing each
I
other.
mean,
up.
it's not
And
personal,
you know what
man.
I'm
It's
saying?
business.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, dang, like it kind of reminds me like wrestling. Like WWF back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Like they make a big thing, but really in reality they best friends. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what I love about boxing too, man, is they're taking a real ass whooping.
Oh yeah, they
I
are.
mean, they're in there, it's weird. They're fighting for our entertainment. You know what I mean? And this is kind of off subject, but like people's like, man, I don't know why you pay for the fights. You can just do this, this, and this. And you see a lot of guys that are like, man, buy the pay per view. We can't break records and break these numbers if you guys aren't paying for them. And that's why I'm always like, people's like, man, why you buying it? I'm like, I want to see them get paid. Like, I want to see them break records, but they can't do it unless you guys are paying for me. I know it's harder nowadays because you can always like, you want to like jailbreak your Fire Stick and do all this stuff, and you can stream them for free. But it's not the
Yeah,
same.
it's not the same.
I want to see it live.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
with
like
no interruptions.
No eruptions. Yeah.
And then being like, man, we paid to like watch that fight.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not a huge thing, but we're like, man, we helped get them fighters paid. But,
Yeah.
we bought the fight. Whatever. But
The way I see it, I buy like when we used to watch it or whatever, we used to pay for it or whatever, and I'd be like, and then I just don't like when you like do it illegal, you know what I'm saying? Because then it lags out or whatever, and then you be like mad as hell, be like, man, what the hell? I should just pay for it.
yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
that's what I feel like. I'm gonna pay for it, and it's every time I go to somebody and like somebody be streaming or something, we'll hear like silence and like, oh, they're coming to get you for streaming that fight. They're coming to get you. They're coming to get you. I can't wait, man. I was at we was at a buddy's house a while back watching a fight. I'm not gonna say who or what fight we're watching, but you could see the TV and you could see somebody else going through the channels and was clicking other stuff. And dude, we were tripping.
I was tripping because I thought he was doing it.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
because we're all like watching the fight.
Look.
Like,
I was like, who's doing this? He's sitting there cooking.
Yeah.
I was like, Davis, HR, get him.
Because we're all, and it's so funny because like we're watching it, we're all like tuned in, and as soon as I seen that happen, we're all like this, looking around. Like, who's got the remote? And we're all looking around.
Like, Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, where you at?
Ben, put the remote up. And dude, we're all just like cracking up because we're like, oh, it's a part of it, you know? Because there was a commercial for the Super Bowl, remember? And it was them flipping through the channel. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I was watching it, and there was that one of them going through it, and that's why I thought, I was like, is it a commercial? But no, we're watching a live fight. Like there's not a commercial if they're in the middle of a fight. So I was like looking around, like who's got it? Who's got it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was freaking out for a second, man. So guys, pay for the fights, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't afford the fights, whatever.
Man,
I
get buddies.
that.
Get some buddies.
Do what we do.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get together and try to share it. You know, that's better than having to pay all that straight out of the pocket.
Yeah.
I think this one's like $85 to watch.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and I don't blame them. This is a huge fight. You know, I don't blame them one bit for wanting to charge that much. I think the last one the Canelo and Benavidez, or the Caleb Benavidez was 75, and then so was the Canelo and Caleb Plant fight. So I'm not.
Ain't too bad.
No, especially when you have people that can pitch in with
you
it.
can pitch in, yeah, or go to a bar.
Yeah,
Go to a bar and watch it. Go to B-Dubs. Go to overtime. Go whatever where they.
I mean, I like it too because you're getting a fight and then you're also creating memories and you're doing an event, and I think it's really cool. Like you know.
The reason why, like you said, that's why I love it too. The reason I love it because I can come over here and talk crap to you.
Yeah.
Come over here, you know, and then make memories with little kids. Like little kids over here, come over here, they over there, you know, oh, you're over there, you know.
You
So
been watching that over the weekend? Like they go to school and they're like, "What'd you do over the weekend, Timmy?" And you're like, "I went and watched Caleb and Benavidez fight and Gus get mad at Coach.
Yeah,
and Coach get mad. It was so much fun watching them."
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the kids at the end of the day.
Dude, what about Luke?
Oh, he's my man. Hey, shout out to Luke.
No,
shout out to Luke.
What about?
I know that's what I'm saying.
Oh
man,
you should have. Dude, Gus was ecstatic, dude.
Man,
he's like, he comes in and he sees the hat. He goes, "Oh, you guys got the hats in?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Can I get one?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, sure." He's like, "Let me ask my dad." He's like, "Will you guys sign it?" And he was being serious, dude. Like I was like looking around.
Like he was like, no, he was telling me this. He was like, "Can y'all guys sign it?" I said, "Man, I ain't got a marker." He said, "Man, you don't got like he got like you know he ain't got a marker." I said, "But I think Don got one." I said, "Hey, Don, you got a marker?" He said, "Yeah, why?" I said, "Man, he wants to sign his hat." He was like,
and Luke
really?
was being serious.
Yeah.
Man. So he's like, I want y'all to you know sign my hat for me. And Luke loves it, dude. He'll come to the gym and tell me about the podcast. And I've talked about it before. He'll be like, you know, did HR ever give Gus his hat back? Like stuff like that. He's such a cool kid, man. He is. He's awesome. He always come up to me. He's like, "Hey, I gotta train hard. You know, I gotta get Gus out the mud.
Yeah.
I gotta get Gus out the mud. Maybe one day we'll be like bring Luke in, and let him.
Can we
say hi or
Can
something?
we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would look because he's always talking about it.
He's the biggest fan. Him and Christy.
Yeah,
Biggest fan.
yeah, they
Shout
are.
out to Christy.
Christy's all the time, like telling me stuff.
Yeah.
And says she enjoys watching the podcast, and I mean that's awesome, dude. Like that they're watching it like out of their enjoyment, and also like supporting us.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I love it.
Luke, thanks, man.
I love it, man.
Luke's smiling like ear to ear in the picture. Too.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, they showed my hat." Like we're like, "Oh yeah, man, we did a meet and greet at ringside."
One person showed up.
Luke got his hat, you know.
He got the
Luke got his hat. He's so excited. Man, I'm gonna say it again. If you guys made it this far, if you want one of these hats that we're talking about it, please comment on this podcast. Deadline is gonna be the 20th. After that, we're gonna do a drawing the next podcast, and we'll do it on here, and we'll see who's gonna get it. Just make sure you comment if you want the flat bill or the round bill, like I showed earlier, and if you want black or gray.
Right.
Yeah. So you guys just make sure that you let us know, and then we'll try to hook you up with a hat. So they're all one size. They're large and extra large hats. So
they stretch. So
yeah, they
got
all
a big
stretch.
head, and I think it's extra large, and it fits me good. So I mean,
yeah, they're all one size fit all types. So just let us know. We'd love to hook you guys up with To The Bell merch, and I mean, just thank you guys for supporting us and watching us. Is there anything you want to say?
I'm good, man.
Anything like that? Make sure if you like what you heard, and you want to continue watching us throughout this journey. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It doesn't go unnoticed. We read all the comments and we enjoy seeing you guys' feedback. So
even if they talk bad, it'd be all right. I love it.
I mean,
I love it.
you're interacting, and we like
Yeah,
that.
we
You
like
know,
it.
we
We love
appreciate you guys commenting because we want to hear your thoughts as well. You know, we do this
Yeah.
podcast saying our opinions. We
Maybe
don't mind
they
hearing
can
yours.
comment and say like, "Hey guys, I should try this or do this." Hey, maybe they can give
Yeah,
us some
I'm
good
not gonna,
ideas.
I'm not gonna get
Any
mad.
good, any ideas, any comments, anything?
Yeah, any feedback's good. You know,
I mean,
negative or positive. You know, it's all
it's
good
all love.
feedback.
Yeah.
You want to say anything? You know, tell your mama, your
Tell your
daddy.
mama, your daddy, your grandpa, your side dude, the boyfriend, everybody to share, subscribe, and like
Like all that.
all that
All
good
that.
stuff.
All right, you guys. You know, thank you guys for watching and time.